YouTube, what's up, man? We're back in business for the second time today. Don't worry, I got some sleep. We're good. We're back at it. And before I get one more comment on how the launchers can be done most efficiently, I thought I'd go ahead, do some testing, figure out the best ways that you guys can get these things to level 15 so you can start working towards gold and get these launchers out of your way as soon as possible. Now, I'm going to give you guys a couple different paths of getting these things gold, whatever one suits you best. But firstly, I'm going to talk about the best XP, regardless of how much it might ruin your mindset and your mental state. If you want to just get the launchers done and bite the bullet, I'm going to give you guys the best way to do that. Again, we don't waste any time on this channel. I just want to say a quick thanks. We're about to pass 73,000 subscribers, and that means there's 2,000 of you guys that are new within just the last couple days. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Welcome. If you guys haven't yet, make sure you drop a sub, man. Lots more helpful content coming these next 2 years, as well as just some fun stuff as we explore the game more. Okay, enough of the mushy bullshit. Let's get you what you came to the video for. Now, there's really not much you guys can do with your classes to optimize it best. There is a perk and a field upgrade that I would suggest taking in. You guys need to be using spotter on your bonus perk. Now, underneath the custom packages, there is a default one called Hunter that's going to come with spotter. You don't unlock that until level 41. If you guys aren't level 41 yet, just go ahead and use Hunter, because what spotter is going to do is spot enemy equipment, field upgrades, and kill streaks through walls, aiming down sights, highlights them for your team, hacks enemy claymores, proximity mines, C4, and trophy systems. So it's like Hacker that we've seen in other games, but it's huge when it comes to your radar. And I'll show you guys what I mean in just a second. Now, other than that, there's again two options that I would take in, being the munitions box, or if you have it unlocked, you can try a tactical insertion strategy. I'll explain the difference between the two. If you guys are low level, just use the munitions box, but I'll show you what you can do with the tac insert also. I'm going to break down each of these launchers individually. The first one is going to be the Pila, and for the Pila, we're going to be playing Invasion. Something I think that's important is, again, this is the second day officially that the game's been released. Now, at the beginning of season 1 on November 16th, we will see a hardcore playlist, but for now, the majority of the launchers do kill in one rocket. As we know, we've had some years where it doesn't do that. I would get these done before that changes, if it is going to change. We may also see a shipment or a rust or some type of small map with the release of season 1 on November 16th, which could make this a lot easier, and you guys should definitely be playing on those maps if they come to us. Now, right when you guys get into the game, I want you to jump into your settings and do one thing. If it is not already, come into your subtitles and turn all on, because what we're going to want to do is watch those subtitles and turn up the voice audio as loud as we can to listen for when there's an enemy UAV active, just like we just barely heard right there. Okay, now you guys are constantly going to be getting these in Invasion. There's a massive amount of people in this lobby, so every time you hear there's another UAV, keep shooting these down. Literally, you might not have time to do anything else. There we go. We got another one coming up. We're just going to take a Semtex in, blow ourselves up. Best case scenario is you guys have so many things to shoot at in the sky. That's completely what your time is occupied by. Now, if you guys watched my video earlier today on the fastest way to level up all your guns, you know in Invasion, there's a ton of bots that will spawn. So what we're going to try and do is make our way into their spawn so we can look down on the bots themselves. If you guys need to get to the other side of the map, dip out and then sneak up into a building. And that's what I thought, bitch. My house. Something that's really nice about the radars when you're using spotter is if you guys look to the left, there's going to be that little red UAV flying up in the sky. So at the very least, just go check your radar and you will always see anything that's flying in the sky. Now, we bring in our ammunition boxes because if we're needing to shoot in the sky or at players, we can just refill here. But once you guys get up on top of the roofs, it's much easier to shoot down on players than straight at them. Most of these rules apply for all of the launchers. Now, once you guys get up above players, we're just gonna take them out just like that. This is gonna be my intro from the video I posted earlier today about leveling up all these weapons. I just wanted to show you guys that these helicopters, when you see that smoke, they're dropping tons of bots. If you can get to a location like this with your launcher, just have at it. These bots aren't necessarily gonna frag you very easily. Just get all these kills that you guys can and do as much as you can in between waiting for UAVs and counter UAVs to be put up in the sky by the enemy team. Now, the next launcher I'm going to be talking about is going to be the Strela, and a lot of these things that I'm talking about are going to correlate and work between launchers, but the only thing that's going to be different about the Strela as well as the RPG is they do not lock onto any kill streaks. So everything we get from weapon XP, we're going to play hardpoint and quick play. Now, I personally like hardpoint the most. It's a rotating point that everyone typically stands right on top of. I know a lot of you guys are going to say, what about domination or headquarters? Those are both really good options if you get tilted and need to switch modes or something like that. But as you guys can see, off to a quick 2 kills. All we're going to be doing is moving towards this hard point every time we spawn. Now, again, I'm going to show you guys with this enemy UAV, I cannot lock onto this with the Strela at all. So if there's a UAV in the sky, I don't want you guys wasting your time at all trying to hit this thing in the air. Don't even waste your time. Now, if the enemy team calls in a counter UAV, it's essentially a floating drone that's really close to the middle point of the map. These will shoot straight enough to where you can hit it. Just counter for the rise in the rocket a little bit and try and take down the counter UAVs. But other than that, like I said, I would try and find all the high points on the map that you guys can, get your kills with your launchers, and that will be all the XP that you get with the Strela. And this is going to work the exact same way with the RPG. There's absolutely no difference in these two launchers. You're going to play with them the exact same. We'll move to the next hard point. Again, try and find some high ground anywhere you can. Obviously, the launchers kind of have a hard time aiming down sights and shooting at a decent speed. So if you guys get a second, try and pre-aim a wall before you walk in there. It'll help you get a kill a lot easier. There we go. I knew you were behind that door, bro. We're gonna work our way up these stairs here so we can get above these guys. Again, shooting on top of the players is much easier than shooting directly at them. Don't forget that. Try and find some verticality wherever you're staying. Yeah, you like that? Wherever you guys can, jump up higher. Shoot the field upgrades if you can. It'll give you some XP as well. Ooh, little double kill. Now, last but not least is the Jokr. Now, with the Jokr, we cannot shoot this thing. We have to lock onto our target. So when a UAV spawns, we need to be pretty fast shooting it down. And that is because the rocket itself, it's going to climb sky high and then shoot down at the UAV. And that takes up a lot of time. So if we shoot at a UAV that's been out for a while, more than likely it's gonna fly away and our rocket is not gonna catch up to it. So you guys really got to be paying attention to when those things spawn into the map. Now you guys can try to get some kills, right? We can lock onto a specific area and then shoot the rocket and just pray to God there's gonna be some people there. But your best bet is going to be shooting at the UAVs themselves. It looks like my teammate stole that one. Now the last little bit of advice I could give you guys with the lock-on launchers is coming out into the middle of nowhere outside outskirts of the map with attack insert. Now when you guys are on the outside of the map, we're gonna look for the helicopters that drop off the bots themselves. Now when you guys have kind of made it out here to where the bots all spawn, you guys can attempt to get your kills like this. These things are super hard to blow up, so just ignore everybody and drive to the outside of the map. Now what you guys can try and do once you get out here is just play super sneaky. We're gonna hide from everybody. Once you guys have somewhat made it into their spawn, okay, we can wait for this helicopter. We can target the area that they're gonna drop on, and then we can try and kill them that way. Or we wait for the helicopter themselves to drop down, or we wait for the helicopter itself to spawn, find it in the sky with all the people on board. You guys can get some bot kills that way as well. Genuinely, if you guys are going for launchers already, you're just an absolute Chad. Using my double XP tokens on the launchers might be a good idea. The rest of the guns I can kind of use and just get kills and level up naturally, even if it takes a little bit longer. It's a way more enjoyable experience than having to suffer through the launchers. So using your early double XP tokens on the launchers might not be too bad of an idea. The last little bit of advice I can give you guys is once you get to the point where you can unlock gold on your launchers, all you're going to need to do is get 40 kills with each of them. And then the following challenge is getting 2 kills without dying only 5 times, something that's not super hard. I would go back into quick play and play hardpoint for those things to get gold. What you guys need to remember is killing the bots inside of Invasion doesn't count towards your camos, just XP. And that's really all the tips I think I can give you guys, man. If you enjoyed the video, please leave it a like, comment, interact with the video in any way. It really helps my channel get out there to people who haven't seen us yet. As you guys can see, we've got so many new subscribers. Again, if you're one of those, welcome, boys. If you haven't subscribed yet, definitely do. There's going to be lots more coming during these 2 years of MW2, I promise. Let me know in the comments what you guys want to see next, if you need help with anything. If not, I'm just going to go back to playing, grinding, having fun, and recording, baby. Have a kick-ass day if you're just starting it. Sleep well if you're just ending it. We will see you in the next one.